It was supposed to be a peaceful weekend getaway at my lake ranch, a place where I could unwind after a hectic week in the city. The sun was just beginning to set, casting a golden glow over the water when I pulled up to the gate. The peaceful silence was suddenly shattered by the sight of an HOA officer standing near the entrance, arms crossed, watching my every move. I hadn't even stepped out of the car when I heard a voice over the intercom. It was Karen, the self-appointed neighborhood watch leader and the biggest thorn in the side of anyone who dared to question her authority. "Excuse me, sir," she snapped through the speaker. "What are you doing here? You were not supposed to be here this weekend, and I don't recall getting any notification of your arrival." I rolled my eyes. Karen had been a problem for the entire neighborhood ever since she moved in, always on the lookout for anything that could be reported to the HOA. But I wasn't about to let her spoil my weekend. "I own this property, Karen. It's my lake ranch. I'm here to relax," I said, trying to stay calm. She wasn't having it. Before I knew it, she had called 911, accusing me of trespassing and threatening to call the police. I couldn't believe it. How could someone be so petty? As I waited, Karen paced nervously, seemingly unsure of what to do next. Then, the sheriff's car rolled up. I was expecting a tense confrontation, but what happened next completely took me by surprise. As the officer approached, Karen looked at me, her eyes widening in shock. She froze. Why? Because I was holding something that Karen could never have expected. A brand new, fully restored vintage boat that I had just purchased. It was my pride and joy, an heirloom from my family's history that I had spent years searching for and restoring. As I lowered the boat down to the dock, I could see Karen's face turn pale as she realized the situation was not going the way she had imagined. The officer glanced at Karen and then at me. "Everything okay here?" he asked. Karen stammered, trying to find the words, but it was clear she had no leg to stand on. Yes, officer," she mumbled. "I just thought he was, trespassing." The officer raised an eyebrow, looking at her with a mix of disbelief and annoyance. "Ma'am, if he owns the property, it's not trespassing. Have a good evening." As Karen walked away defeated, I couldn't help but feel a sense of triumph. My relaxing weekend was still intact, and I had a story to tell that would have people laughing for weeks.